Implementing an accounting information system for Goto Heaven Restaurant. Introduction. Goto Heaven is a small restaurant located in Dasmariñas, Cavite. They serve Filipino all-time favorite like Goto, which comes in different varieties. They also offer beef pares and silog meal, which is considered timeless Filipino food. Goto Heaven is a family-owned business which have two branches within the city. Their first restaurant opened January 24, 2021, and the second one follows after a few months of success. Because the company is a new and developing, it does not yet have an accounting system. Everything is done manually, using a sale notebook to record daily sales. Expenses are entered with receipt, and the inventory system is equally manual. I choose Goto Heaven Restaurant as my project entry because the owner is aiming to establish three more locations this year, and I believe this study will assist them plan for the acquisition of an accounting information system soon. Goto Heaven Current Accounting System. Goto Heaven Manual Accounting System typically involves a combination of paper-based and spreadsheet-based processes to manage their financial transactions and records. Below are the methods they are currently using. Cash register. The restaurant uses a cash register to record cash transactions. At the end of each shift or day, the cash register taped in reconciled with the sale journal to ensure that all cash sales are accurately accounted for. Sale journal. All daily sales transactions are recorded in the restaurant's sales journal. This comprises the date, time, table number or order number, item orders, their pricing, and the total amount for each transaction. Typically, this information is recorded on paper receipts or order tickets. Expense records. All expenses incurred by the restaurant, such as rent, utilities, food purchases, and employee wage, are recorded manually in a ledger or spreadsheet. This involves keeping receipt and invoice and entering the expense detail into a ledger. Inventory tracking. Go to Heaven manually track their inventory levels. This often involves conducting physical count of food and beverage items on a regular basis and updating inventory records accordingly. Payroll. Payroll is calculated manually, taking into account hours worked, hourly rates, and any overtime. Tax and other deductions are also calculated and deducted manually. Key areas of improvement and solution acquiring AI system. By focusing on below areas of improvement, Go to Heaven Restaurant can maximize the benefit of their accounting information system and improve their overall financial management processes. Efficiency in financial reporting. Financial reporting takes too long to process due to the manual method, which is prone to enormous error and untrustworthy data. The owner must double check everything. AIs will streamline the process of generating financial report to save time and resource. AIs ensure accurate and timely reporting of financial data. Post integration. Everyday sales and inventory must be manually encoded and rechecked in post for accuracy report. To accurately record sales data, ensure smooth interaction between the AIS and the restaurant's points of sale system. Expense tracking control. The current method relies on physical inventories, lacks the ability to know the current stock control. The record and payment made to suppliers need to be manually encoded by the owner, resulting to a very time-consuming task. The present system relies on physical inventories, lack of the ability to know current stock control, and requires the owner to manually encode records and payment made to suppliers, resulting in a time-consuming operation. Cash flow management. The owner only has monthly cash flow data. The manual method cannot offer hourly, daily, or weekly cash in and out data. Use the AIS to monitor cash flow in real time, assisting in the avoidance of liquidity concern. Vendor and supplier management. Because of the lack of a framework, the majority of the vendors' payment method upon delivery of goods. Use the AIS to efficiently handle payable, track payment, and negotiate better terms with vendors. Budgeting and forecasting. The owners depend on sale when it comes to budgeting and forecasting. Budgets can be created and managed using the AIS. Make accurate financial statement, make accurate financial estimates using previous data. Inventory management. Because the existing system relies on physical count with inventory, the owner cannot observe the current stock holding per branch in real time. In order to optimize stock level and avoid waste, incorporate inventory management into the AIS. Compliance and taxation. The owner must manually determine tax payment compliance on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis. Ensure the AIS help in complying with tax regulation. Automate tax calculation and report where possible. Accounting information systems are an important part of every organization's financial infrastructure. It is a well-structured framework used by firms to gather, store, process, analyze, and report financial data and information. AIS is critical in supporting firms in making educated decisions, maintaining financial records, ensuring regulator regulatory compliance, and improving overall financial management. Here is a rundown of the essential components of an accounting information system. Main purpose. Businesses utilize accounting information system to collect, store, manage, process, retrieve, and report financial data. Accountant, consultant, business analysis manager, chief financial officer, auditors, and regulators can all benefit from AIS. Main functionality. The initial role of an AIS is to gather and store data about the organization's financial activities in an efficient and effective manner, which include extracting transaction data from source documents, documenting transactions in journals, and posting data from journals to Ledger. The second function of an AIS is to provide information that may use to make decisions such as producing managerial reports and financial statements. The third function of an AIS is to ensure that controls are in place to ensure reliable data recording and processing. Main benefit: automation. An AIS removes the need for manual data processing. The technology prepares data to provide useful report with just one or two clicks. Accuracy. The most typical faults in manual accounting are handled, such as posting a transaction twice in the journal and calculation error. As a result, system-generated reports are more dependable than manual accounting. Speed. As long as the transactions have been put into the system, there is no delay in creating reports for management use. As a result, unlike manual accounting, real-time reports are feasible. AIS data flow entry. In an accounting information, the data flow entry reflects the process by which financial data enter the system for processing, recording, and reporting. This is a vital component of AIS because it ensures the collection and integration of accurate and reliable financial data into the accounting system. Below is a detailed description of the data flow entry in an AIS. Source document. The creation of source document is the first step in the process. Invoice, receipt, purchase order, bank statement, and payroll record are examples of original financial transaction records. The source document are the beginning point for data input and serve as evidence of the transaction. Data collection. After generating the source document, the required financial data is gathered. This information comprises the transaction specifics such as the date, amount, description, and account involved. Data capture. The acquired data is subsequently saved in the AIS. This can be done manually by inputting data into accounting software or automatically by using electronic data interchange system that imports data directly from the other source. In manual system, bookkeepers or accountants enter data into suitable journals, ledger, or accounting software modules. Verification and validation. Data is verified and validated before it is formally entered into the system to ensure correctness and completeness. Checking for errors, ensuring that the data match the source document, and following accounting principles and regulation are all examples of what the entails. Data storage. Once data is entered, it is securely and neatly kept within the AIS. Depending on the organization preference and the technology in use, this can contain electronic database or physical records. AIS data flow entry. Reporting the data entered into the AIS is used to generate financial reports, including income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statements, and other managerial reports. These reports provide valuable insight into an organization's financial health and performance. Decision making. Finally, the processed financial data is made available to stakeholders like as management, investors, regulators, and third parties. This data is used for business decision, compliance reporting, and general financial management. AIS system architecture hardware. Servers. AIS normally store and process financial data on one or more servers. These servers, which can be physical or virtual device, handle data storage, database management, and processing. Network infrastructure. A reliable network is essential for connecting the AIS. Many components, routers, switches, and firewalls are used to assure data integrity and security. Storage system. AIS frequently employs dedicated storage systems such as network attached storage or storage area networks to efficiently store financial data. These systems offers high availability as well as data redundancy. Workstation. End user interface with the AIS via workstation, which might be desktop computers or laptop PC. Accounting software is run on this device and a user interface is provided for data entry, reporting, and analysis. Backup and disaster recovery system. AIS normally include backup and disaster recovery solution to defend against data loss. Regular data backups, off-site storage, and redundant servers may be included. Security system. To safeguard sensitive financial data from unauthorized access or breaches, AIS requires robust security measurements such as firewalls, ins- intrusion detection system, encryption, and access control. AIS system architecture software. Accounting software. Accounting software is at the heart of an AIS. This software keeps track of financial transactions, account payable and receivable, assets and liabilities, and provide financial reports. QuickBooks, ASP, ERP, and Oracle Financials are popular examples. Database management system. Financial data is stored in a relational database managed by a DBMS like MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, or Oracle database. The DBMS ensure data integrity, consistency, and efficient retrieval. Reporting tools. Reporting tools and business intelligence software are used to extract meaningful insight from financial data. These tools help generate financial statements, dashboards, and customized reports. Security software. Security software includes antivirus, anti-malware, and intrusion detection system to protect the AIS from cyber threat. Identity and access management tools ensure only authorized personnel can access the system. Integration interface. AIS often needs to integrate with other systems such as enterprise resource planning system, payment gateways, and e-commerce platform. Integration interface enable data flow between these systems. Users interface. In an accounting information system, user interface play a vital role in following the efficient processing of financial data, generating reports, and offering insight for informed decision making. The following is a description of the typical user interface in an AIS. Data entry forms. General ledger entry forms. This form is used by user to enter financial transactions that affect the general ledger. Date, account number, description, debit and credit amount, and reference number are all included to ensure accuracy. Validation checks are frequently incorporated. Account payable payroll entry form. These forms are used to track spending, vendor invoice, and employee payroll data. This contains area for vendor employee information, invoice number, payment information, and tax information. Accounts receivable entry form. This form is used to record sales invoice and customers payment. It has section for customer information, invoice number, payment amount, and aging information. Inventory and asset management form. These forms are used to track and manage inventory or fixed assets and include field for item detail, quantity, cost, depreciation, and disposal. Bank reconciliation form. This form aids in the reconciliation of the company's bank statement and account record. It has section for unpaid check, deposit, in transit, and adjustment. Reports. Financial statement. Based on the data entered, standard financial statements such as income statement, balance sheets, and cash flow statements are generated. This gives a snapshot of the company financial health. Account receivable and account payable aging reports indicate outstanding amount by age, assisting in the identification of overdue payment or outstanding bills. Profit and loss report. Detailed income statement can be generated to analyze revenue, expenses, and profitability by category or period. Budget and budgets versus actual reports. These reports compare budgets figure with actual results, providing insight into financial performance. User interface dashboards. Financial overview dashboards. These dashboards provide a high-level summary of the company's financial health in real time, including key data such as revenue, expenses, profit, and cash flow. KPI dashboards. Dashboards can display key performance indicators such as ROI, current ratios, debt to equity ratios, and more. This helps in monitoring financial performance and making strategic decisions. Cash flow forecasting dashboard. It assists in predicting cash flow trend, highlighting potential cash shortage or surplus, and enabling proactive financial planning. Transaction history dashboard. These dashboards allow users to review and search for specific transaction, invoice, or expenses. It keeps a complete record of all financial transactions. Users activity dashboard. These dashboards monitor who access what data and when within the AIS, assuring accountability and security. These user interfaces are intended to be user-friendly, intuitive, and secure, allowing authorized individuals to capture financial data swiftly, generate accurate reports, and get insight into the organization's financial performance. Furthermore, modern AIS system frequently incorporate tools for automation, interaction with other business systems, and customization to match the demand of unique organization. Security feature. Accounting information system security elements are critical for safeguarding sensitive financial data, maintaining data integrity, and preventing unauthorized access or harmful activity. Here are some essential security characteristics of an AIS linked to users' authentication and access control. Users' authentication. Username and passwords. To access the system, users must have unique usernames and strong, complex passwords. Password policy should require regular password change and prevent passwords that are easy to guess. Access control. Least privilege principle. Users should have the minimum level of access required to perform their jobs. This principle reduces the risk of unauthorized access or data breach. Access approved workflow. Access to sensitive financial data should go through an approval process, where higher authorities review and improve requests for access to ensure they are legitimate. Audit trail. The AIS should keep extensive log of user activity, such as login attempt, access to financial data, and record change. These logs can be utilized for forensic and monitoring purpose. Data encryption to prevent unauthorized access, interception, or tampering. Data transported over the network and stored in the AIS should be encrypted. Access revocation. When an employee leaves an organization or changes role, their access should be promptly revoked or modified to reflect their new responsibilities. Intrusion detection and prevention system. Implementing IDPS to monitor the networks for suspicious activity and automatically respond to potential security threats. Implementation. Below are the step-by-step implementation of AIS planned for GoToHeaven. Budgeting and resource allocation. Determine the budget for implementing the AIS including software, hardware, training, and ongoing maintenance costs. Selecting accounting software. Research and select the appropriate accounting software that align with GoToHeaven need and budgets. Consider factors such as scalability, user-friendliness, integration capabilities, and compliance features. Hardware and infrastructure installation. Ascertain that your hardware and IT infrastructure can support the accounting software of choice. Data migration. Trans- Transitioning from a manual system, plan and execute data migration carefully. Ensure that historical financial data is accurately transferred to the new system. Users training. Train the owner on how to use the new accounting system. Ensure that everyone involved in financial transaction, from data entry clerks to accountants, is familiar with the software and its processes. Integration with the other system. Integrate the AIS with other systems within your organization, such as inventory management, POS, and payroll system. This ensures data consistency and reduces manual data entry. Security and privacy. Implement security measures to protect sensitive financial data. This include encryption, user authentication, and access control to prevent unauthorized access or data breach. To achieve great results, AIS is expected to perform all the solutions listed below. Efficiency in financial reporting. Financial reporting takes too long to process due to the manual method, which is prone to enormous error and untrustworthy data. The owner must double check everything. AIS will streamline the process of generating financial report to save time and resource. AIS ensure accurately timely report of financial data. Post-integration. Everyday sale inventory must be manually encoded and rechecked in post for accuracy report. Accurately records sales data, ensure smooth interaction between the AIS and the restaurant point of sale system. Expense tracking control. The current method relies on physical inventories, lacks the ability to know the current stock control, the records and payment made to suppliers need to be manually encoded by the owner, resulting to a very time-consuming task. The present system relies on physical inventories, lack the ability to know current stock control, and requires the owner to manually encode records and payment method to suppliers, resulting in a time-consuming operation. Cash flow management. The owner only has monthly cash flow data. The manual method cannot offer hourly, daily, and weekly cash in and out data. Use the AIS to monitor cash flow in real time, assisting in the avoidance of liquidity concerns. Vendor and supplier management. Because of the lack of a framework, the majority of their vendors want payments upon delivery of goods. Use the AIS to efficiently handle accounts payable, track payment, and negotiate better terms with vendors. Budgeting and forecasting. The owner depends on sales when it comes to budgeting and forecasting. Budgets can be created and managed using the AIS. Make accurate financial statements using previous data. Inventory management. Because the existing system relies on physical count with inventory, the owner cannot observe the current stock holding per branch in real time. In order to maximize stock level and avoid waste, incorporate inventory management into the AIS. Compliance and taxation. The owner must manually determine tax payment compliance on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis. Ensure the AIS help in complying with tax regulation. Automate tax calculation and reports where possible. Conclusion. In conclusion, the adoption of an accounting information system for Goto Heaven Restaurant can be transformative decision with numerous benefits. This technology offers streamlined financial management, improved accuracy, and enhanced decision-making capabilities. By automating routine accounting tasks such as expense tracking, payroll processing, and inventory management, Goto Heaven can have can save valuable time and reduce the risk of error. Furthermore, an AIS gives restaurant owners and managers real-time access to financial data, allowing them to make information decisions quickly. This data-driven strategy can aid in the identification of cost-cutting options, menu pricing optimization, and overall profitability. Furthermore, tax compliance and financial reporting obligation becomes more efficient and accurate, lowering the probability of costly error. While the while the initial investment in implementing an AIS may seem daunting, the long-term advantage in terms of efficiency, accuracy, and probability by far outweigh the cost. In a competitive industry like the restaurant business, staying ahead requires embracing technological advancement, and an AIS is an invaluable tool for achieving success. In conclusion, the adoption of an AIS for Go to Heaven restaurant is not just a prudent financial decision, but also a strategic move that positions the establishment for sustainable growth and success in today's dynamic and competitive culinary landscape.